Hey yo, what's going on you guys? Today I'm going to bring you back a new video, and in this video I'm going to be teaching how you can get your first Fortnite solo win. Now before I start, I just want to say to you guys, do not just dedicate yourself just for the sole purpose of winning. Just play, land, don't forget to go. Don't be scared to go for engagements, and just fight to get better. Now I noticed many players, the reason I'm making this video is I noticed many players say never won a game of Fortnite, and that even surprises me because they played hundreds of matches. It's not like that Fortnite's easy, it's not the hardest game I played. There are many simple strategies that you can use to almost guarantee that you'll make it into top 10, but from there you may have to kill somewhere between 1 to 3 people to get the victory royale. So I'm gonna just first start off with the most basic. So when you're entered into the battle bus, landing is number 1. So if you're a beginner or if you're trying to go for that victory royale, you don't really want to be landing in those high population places. Yes, it's a high risk, high reward. If you come out there alive, you come with a lot of loot and kills and ammo and good guns and shield. So here's some places that you don't really want to land at: Paradise, Lazy Links, Tilted, Retail, Pleasant, and sometimes Greasy. Salty is also not a good place. But yeah, Salty is decent. There's gonna be people there, and you go away with decent loot. But there are also some high population places that people will go. Also, do not drop in places where people are doing the battle pass challenges at. If you do not have the battle pass challenges, just do a quick Google search of whatever week you're on for the regular challenges, like week 7 battle pass challenges. You'll find a bunch of them online, and then you'll know where to drop if you want to win. So also, I just don't really want you to drop in places. You should keep in mind you don't really want to drop in places that offer low loot as well, and you don't find anyone, like often at the end of the map, Superhero Mansion. Yeah, so now that my next step is, don't drop into any places that's close to the battle bus flight path, especially places with few units, the starting or ending point of the path. Now usually Haunted, Jump Junction aren't places that you'll usually go to, but if they're at the start of the battle bus, a lot of people will jump at the start or at the end, so that's a good tip to keep in mind. And keep that in mind, make sure that if you drop into a location that's on the very side or very edge of the map, make sure you know where the rifts are, or keep track of the storm so you can have a time or schedule, so you know in your mind when to move to get in the circle. Now, number 7 is know your loadout. Now, this is actually a very complicated step, as I want you to get used to your key bindings. Now, you may have your first slot as an assault rifle, second as a shotgun, third as an SMG, fourth as a sniper, and a shield for the end, or some sort of healing. So I'm just going to tell you the basic, the most average common loadout, and that's with the assault rifle or shotgun. You yourself at least half shield, 1 for health/shield recovery, and 500 resources in total. At least 500, and with the sniper. So an assault rifle could honestly be anything. Try not to go for the gray. A green assault rifle is good. I sometimes have it for late game as well, and it's not bad. A shotgun for engagements, half shield for at least some sort of stability, some sort of extra armor you can have. An item for health recovery or shield recovery, and this is just because of the purpose that if you're in the mid fight, after the fight, you can just heal up. And yeah, at least 500 resources you could get, at least start building, ramping up to each other, and don't ever camp. Just don't camp or hide in these bases unless you have a decent amount of resources, you're happy with your shield loadout, you're happy with your ammo, because if you camp the entire game, 2 problems are going to arise. You're not going to get better at the game, and you're often be facing them players who are going for kills that have better loot than you, that have better materials than you. So just go for it. Don't camp until you're satisfied with your loadout. Okay, so my next tip is, once you have decent loot, try to find out, or try to predict where the circle is going to land, and and only camp if you're inside the white circle. Stay there, and if the white circle is somewhere else, I would often try to get on top of a mountain, and that gets you a elevation level you already have. So instead of 1x1ing up, now just a quick tip that you might have, that you may need, is that the 1x1, you take fall damage once you're at 4 layers. So keep that in mind while building a 1x1 while building a base. Okay, so now here's a tip that generally for all audiences. If you're low on mats, or if you're just being sandwiched, try to go inside a building and use that as cover, as you can often find these people just trickling into you. Use a right peek, where you basically peek to you hide to your left and have your crosshair on your right, which is always on your right side of your character. So if you're hiding behind a door, you want to go to the left side of the door as you can have a better view of it. Okay, now, don't fight unless you absolutely need to. And that being said, you do not want to just push everyone you see. Although this is going to get you a lot better at the game, if you're really trying to go for that victory, do not fight unless people are pushing you. And if a player didn't see you or isn't coming towards you, let them go, because most likely when you're going for the first one, you're not very good at combat yet, so just let them go. Okay, so a moment you hear bullet fire shot at you, just spin around in a circle and build that 1x1. Even if you don't know where the shot comes from, just build cover. That's the first thing to do. And yeah, so try to maintain high ground. If someone's trying to ramp over you, shoot the ramp down, or just try to ramp over them first. Now that being said, if you can't, you can always resort to boxing in or going inside a building if you know you lost a build fight war. So my next tip is go for supply drops, and supply drops usually offer you shield, campfire traps, explosive, which is going to be deadly in late game. So this may sound a little bit odd, but like, try to avoid risks. The potential value of the items from the supply drop is massive, but it outweighs the danger. So if you're really confident, if this supply drop is close to you and you say, yeah, I don't see anyone near me, I could go for it, then go for it. Definitely go for it, but getting a golden rocket launcher might raise your odds of winning so massively, but it's also not worth it, because while getting that, you might die. And here's a tip of opening a supply drop. Since you're out in the open and it's gonna take like 1 second or something to open it, build a 1x1 around it and open it safely. Okay, so if they're fighting, you could have 2 approaches to this. You could third party them and deal damage, or you can wait until the fight's over, and while the others are healing, they don't know you're there, jump up on them and just kill them. So also, don't try to build massive bases, just stick with the normal 1x1 nature. It saves maps, and you don't have to do all these you can move it easily, you don't waste a lot of mats while using it. And now my final tip is that, probably as a beginner, rocket launcher is going to be the best thing for you. It just melts through buildings. You don't need skill to use it. You just point into your general direction, splash damage. It does a lot of damage, and yeah. Also, while standing 1x1, do not try to peek that much. Just stay in there. Use your third-person view to view out the surroundings. If you need to move, then move. So anyways, yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and drop a subscribe and a like if you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I helped you to get your first win in Fortnite Battle Royale. Thanks.